Hello? Are we on? Oh, okay. Sorry, just testing the audio to see if everything was working. Hi, I'm Cole.
And I'm Allison, aka Rapunzel.
And welcome to our home. Today we are going to be talking about some of the changes at Disney concerning COVID-19. So first we're going to talk about some of the obvious things like face masks. So first of all, face masks are required everywhere in Walt Disney World.
And they have to be 2 layers.
2 layers thick. If you guys want to read more about all of it, go to Disney's website or ask people on Facebook. A lot of them are really helpful on that sort of stuff. But you have to wear a face mask if you're 2 years and older.
Thank you.
All right.
And you can't wear face shields.
Yes. Next thing is that people take your temperature in the parks.
In Disney Springs and restaurants.
Yes, they take them in Disney Springs, Disney World, all the parks, and in each of the restaurants. Even if you have taken a, what's it called? Even if you took the temperature when you get in the park or in Disney Springs, you have to take your temperature also in the restaurant. Another thing to keep in mind is staying in line with reservation with food is that you don't have 6 months in advance to do your dining reservations anymore.
You have 60 days.
Yeah, that's all you have. But excuse me. All right.
So restaurants like Topolino's, Garden Grill, Hollywood and Vine, are they starting character meet and greets, or are they?
They have character meet and greets.
They have them.
Topolino only at breakfast, Garden Grill at all the times, I believe, and Hollywood and Vine.
Those are the only character meet and greets you're going to find in a restaurant.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Next thing is mobile ordering is a mandatory thing.
Yes.
Unless you have a gluten allergy, you have to tell them up front.
Well, yes. Let's go into some of the details. So not only is mobile ordering mandatory, but the app has changed a little bit on some of the things that you have to deal with. But each of the quick service restaurants, you have to do mobile ordering. It's not an option anymore. Okay, so
we haven't been once.
Yeah,
you'd like to go.
Talking about Garden Grill.
We had reservations, but we couldn't do them.
Yeah, Mom said that she'd like to eat at the Garden Grill again, and I would too, honestly. It was a great breakfast.
I figured out I liked sushi whenever we went to Kona Cafe last time.
Yep. Okay. Yes, mobile ordering is mandatory. Unless you have a gluten allergy, in which case you have to go and tell a cast member. Then they'll take you back into this like little section. At least that's how it did for me. They'll take you to this little section. They'll ask you what you want to order, and then you order there. The rest of the family can order with you at that time. So Becky said, "I've been for dinner, and it's yummy." Good. I want to eat there for lunch one day, honestly. That'd be a good lunch, in my opinion.
The next thing is limited menu in restaurants. But what we mean by this, they still have menus, but you have to scan them with your phone like most restaurants.
Well, not just that, but there's a lot less food options to eat from.
Yes, a lot less.
What was that one restaurant we went to? I can't remember it off the top of my head now. There was one restaurant that we had tried because we just liked the restaurant, and they have a limited menu because of the whole virus and everything.
Well, most of them have a limited menu because whole
now
thing.
At least in my experience, I don't think I noticed any changes allergy wise. So that's something to keep in mind.
Allergies are good.
Jitterbug said I have to try. I've never been to Garden Grill. Yeah, it's at least a good breakfast. We've never had it like any other time, but still. And thank you for the likes, everyone. We appreciate it.
The next thing is there are no fast passes right now.
Yes.
You will only have to stay. You have to stay in a line. You can't do any fast passes. You can't plan them. You can't do anything like that.
No.
Really sad.
Mm-hmm. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. It is not that long of a wait, though. I will say.
That's true. Well, whenever we went,
none of the wait times were like if you look at the app, the wait times were not very long.
But now they're getting higher because people are starting to come more.
So I don't know if that's gonna raise up any after that. We did go after what's it called? Labor Day weekend, right?
No.
When did we go?
We did not go at Labor Day.
Not Labor Day. What day was it? It doesn't matter.
We went in September.
Okay, but I'm just saying it's
20-something.
It's the week after. It was the week after something. I don't remember. It was some major holiday. Are you sure?
Yeah, we did Labor Day at home 2 weeks ago.
Yes, basically. All right.
Next thing is
there
are some ride markings to help with social distancing.
Yes.
Which is 6 feet apart on both sides, however you are, and
yes,
it makes the lines look. It makes the lines look a lot longer.
Yes.
But they really aren't too long.
Mm-hmm.
But they might look real long and go out through the whole gate and everything. But they're really not that long whenever we went because the social distancing really takes up a lot of the space. Yeah.
All right. Next thing is having to do with packing. And what we would say is there's no need to really pack that much hand sanitizer. When we went, we were expecting to have to use hand sanitizer constantly over and over and over again.
They have a bunch of hand sanitizer stations.
Yes, at the end of every restaurant, in the beginning and end of each of the rides, outside most of the gift shops. Just pretty much everywhere you go, there's a hand sanitizing station.
When you get onto a ride, when you get off a ride, there's one on both of them. And then I will say, there has been a time or two where the hand sanitizer didn't work, but you can always just go somewhere else real quickly and get more hand sanitizer.
Well, yeah, and we're not saying don't pack any hand sanitizer. We're just saying
it's good to at least pack like one little thing of it.
In my county.
Sorry.
But there's no need to go overboard. But, Becky said a tip someone gave me is to take face wipes. It feels good to wipe your face off and change your mask.
That would have been good to know when we went.
That's actually a really good tip. But with wipes, what's it called? The hand sanitizing wipes. That's another good thing to bring, especially if you're flying.
Or any wipe, anything will work, really.
Yeah. Thank you, Becky.
It's okay, Becky. We'll use it next time.
But the
next thing is you should probably bring cooling towels. This is a regular thing you should probably bring. It's real hot in Florida. There's masks now, so it makes it even harder. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
The what's it called? Hand sanitizing wipes are good for, especially when you're on the plane, wiping down the side or the rails.
The buckle.
Yes.
The seat.
Or whenever you're at Disney World, it's great for whenever you're doing a quick service and you want to just wipe the table down a little bit.
Yes.
Or anything, really.
The next thing is you should bring a water bottle.
Yes.
Water bottles, it's very good to stay hydrated.
Yes.
Even with a mask, it might be a little bit harder to breathe in it, so it gets really hot. Make sure. Oh, sorry, I hit the table. Yeah, make sure you stay hydrated so you don't pass out or something. So
yeah, that's never a good thing to do. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the My Disney Experience app. And with that, it's important to know this. You have to reserve, if you're going to go to the parks, you have to reserve your park tickets in the My Disney Experience app. They're really relying on it during COVID-19. And not only are they relying on it, you have to, but it's not always a guarantee that you're going to get whatever park that you choose. Always remember that. But yes, you have, before you go into the parks, you have to reserve whatever park it is that you're wanting to go into. And speaking of parks, the parks are closing earlier now. So if you're
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you.
It's okay. But
we went last time. We had at Liberty Tree, and they closed at 6:00. But the good thing about it is, whenever it closes early and you have a reservation for a restaurant, you get that reservation. You can't ride rides after that or anything, but you get to take pictures with an empty park and all lit. When it's all lit up and everything with all the lights, it's real cool. We got some really cool pictures from that.
Yeah.
And they have photo pass when you're there later.
But okay. Next thing to know. You kind of threw me off there for a second. The next thing you need to know is, if you guys know about the little tip about buying like gift cards at Target or something and using the discount there to get kind of like 10% off, and then you get the gift and you buy a Disney gift card and that's 10% off. That does not work for tickets at Disney World. So if you're trying to buy park tickets, that does not work.
Jitterbug said, "Did you see any new hidden Mickeys when you went?"
No, we went
didn't.
1 week before they put out the brand new hidden Mickeys.
We did not see them.
We were just off by a couple days.
We did see the Minnie's main attraction.
Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain. Not the pins. We saw the ears.
Yes. And we'll talk more about pins in a minute. But,
yes.
All right. So, another thing to keep in mind, especially if you're staying at a Walt Disney World resort, the buses are there are very few seating in the buses.
Yes.
I mean, I think you could have seated maybe 6 families in the entire bus.
They did it social distancing.
And that's small families, really.
They had this thing that's like in between a bunch of people, and they gave you a number. Yeah, and the seat had it. Sorry.
No, I was agreeing with you. But the bus, you have a system to where they say, all right, we want you to sit in row 4, and then you have and if you're a bigger family, I'm assuming that you would say row 4 and 5, and then you would go up to row 4 and 5.
We're normally one number.
Yeah, because, there's 4 seats.
We're just family 4.
Yeah. But keep that in mind, especially if after the parks, you want to come back to the resort and then go to Disney Springs. Everyone's thinking the same thing. And so they want to go to Disney Springs. And, of course, the bus is too small a lot of times, so you'll be waiting there a little while.
So the next thing is character meet and greets. And they're doing this from afar, like they have already said. But it's kind of cool, to be honest.
It is cool.
So we saw Cinderella's stepsisters up on the ledge of the castle. They were standing up there with a mic and talking to everyone.
Drizella and Anastasia.
Yeah, them. I'm not going to try to repeat it because I'll probably mess up. But it was kind of actually really cool. That sounded weird, but whatever. It sounded really... It was really cool. I can't get my words out. It was really cool, and I thought it wasn't that bad for a regular meet and greet changing to that. I'm sorry. And I don't know what to say now.
Yeah.
You take it.
Okay. In the character meet and greets, they have, they're standing up on the castle, on the balcony, at least where we were. I've seen pictures of Stitch on the stage, and they're all very far away from you, but they speak to you. You do have to kind of yell, but other than that, it's just kind of cool to see these characters. They're talking about everyone else. I don't remember. I did try and film Anastasia and all of them, and I think they were like just talking about everyone else around us. I think they may have mentioned how I was videoing them. I don't know. Hey Miranda and hey Mike, it's good to see you guys. By the way, thank you guys for all the likes.
I don't know if we got to record that.
I did.
They left really soon after we got out there.
Yeah.
We got like a whole minute and they left because they've been out there for a while.
But yeah, it's a cool interaction.
You take the pin trading, so I'll probably mess up on that.
All right. So now we're going to talk about pin trading in the parks and how they handle it. So outside of the parks, we kind of talked about it in the Riviera video, but each resort has a little bit of a different system of pin trading. So when we went to the boardwalk, they had it to where it was in the book, very similar other than the fact that you just take the pin out, you put it in your book, and you put the pin that you're going to trade to them on like in a box. Mufasa said, which managing Mickey is moderating the chat? That
probably,
would be.
He was thinking you or
Chris.
Dad.
But in Riviera, they did something similar. However, you were not allowed to take your pins and just sit it in the book. You had to take the pin, you had to give it to her. She would wipe it off, I'm assuming. And then she would take and she would set the pin down that you want, and then you'd pick it up.
That's Christopher Robin. That's funny.
But in the parks, it's a little bit different. It's very similar to the way in the Riviera. However, in Riviera, it was at 1 o'clock, I believe, somewhere in that range. They bring it out one time a day, and that's it. In the parks, that's not at least what we did, it was not the same thing. It was just like that day was all day long. If you found a pin, that's where it was. And they only did one pin trading book or box or something like that in one land. And so we just kind of like went around and traded. I'll try to remember.
I forgot to say, they do wipe them off.
They do wipe them off.
There's been one time where they didn't.
I think there was one time, yeah, but they do all wipe them off.
They do it. I think they might have forgot.
They're doing their best to make sure everything's sanitized that needs to be sanitized. But the books, the pins are all sanitized well. I believe the areas were in Main Street in the that area that sells Pandora the Pandora jewelry. There's a pin trading location in there. In Frontierland, it's in the Splash Mountain gift shop. In Haunted Mansion, in the Liberty Square area, I believe it's in Morimoto. Morimoto's.
There's a Haunted Mansion shop. It's in there.
Yeah. In Fantasyland, it's in the.
That's not in Liberty.
No,
it's saying Liberty Tree and Fantasyland, like in the middle with Haunted Mansion.
Well, that's not really the case, really, but
Mm-hmm.
In Tomorrowland, there is a location in the Space Mountain gift shop, and in in Fantasyland, it's in where is it? Where's it in Fantasyland?
Thank you, Mufasa.
Memento Mori, that's right.
He or she said Memento Mori. I couldn't read that.
Okay. Yeah, that's the gift shop for the Liberty Square. And then I remember it's in the
Is it in the Winnie the Pooh shop?
What?
The Winnie the Pooh shop?
No, it's not in the Winnie the Pooh shop. Oh man, I just lost it again. Anyways, it's not important. But they're in one land in each of the
Is it
park.
Philhar Magic?
There's one pin trading location in each of the parks.
Philhar?
No, it's not Philhar Magic. But
I don't know.
In Disney Springs, we didn't see any pin trading. So
next thing is the lines leading into gift shops.
Oh, Splash Mountain gift shop. Wait, I said that.
Yeah, you said that.
I was gonna say.
You do the lines leading into gift shops, and I'll do the annual pass I'll do the next thing. Sorry. Okay. I almost read it.
All right. So if you're expecting to go into most of the gift shops and easily just get in, a lot of the times, especially in Disney Springs, there's a line coming out of the gift shops. And so...
Fantasy Fair.
Oh, Fantasy Fair, that's the one.
Where's that?
That's right after coming out of the castle.
I don't know.
It's right... It's like... It's where the Mickey and the Beanstalk gift shop is.
Space Mountain gift shop.
Yep.
He's listing all of them.
Okay. But there's lines coming out of most of the gift shops, not because it's all crowded, but because there's somebody outside watching and seeing how many people are entering the gift shop and how many people are allowed in the gift shops. So that is...
Yeah, I heard someone tell me.
So that is sometimes leads to you having to sit outside in lines. And lately what we've seen on Facebook is people are sitting outside in lines for like 40 minutes to get into World of Disney.
Yeah, we saw someone wait like an hour, 45 minutes for just getting into World of Disney.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll do the next ones.
How about you do the mini golf?
Okay.
So
you do the next one, 21.
Yep. Just go.
No, you do it.
Okay.
Am I doing it? Am I doing both of your left?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So this is actually a really good thing about all this stuff. Annual pass holders and DVC people, they have a discount, but they have an extra discount because it's 30% off of pretty much everything that is like normally 20% off. So whenever we went, we had masks, and we were going to buy our masks at the
Disney
Shop
Springs.
Disney
Springs.
No, we were going to do it in Shop Disney.
The Disney shop.
Disney store. I'm sorry.
We can't.
We were going to buy our masks at the Disney store on the way to the airport, but we were like, we'll wait. Maybe we can get a good discount at Disney World, and that was a great decision because
we bought them at the boardwalk.
Yeah, they were 30% off. They were $6 at both stores, but we got a 30% discount at Disney World because of the DVC.
Mufasa says, does the discount run into October? I am not sure.
We don't know that yet.
I'm gonna guess yes.
I don't know personally, but maybe there is a chance.
Okay, the next thing is about mini golf. If you're planning to go play mini golf, which is in what's it called? Becky said, I think so.
The right behind the dolphin.
The fantasy something. I don't remember. So if you go to play mini golf, then I would recommend taking a lot of things to cool you down because it is very hot.
It is very hot. Because you don't...
It is scalding.
Yeah, because the face masks, you have to wear it even if you're just by yourself. Even in this little putt-putt area outside in the heat, you have to wear the face mask. And that just makes it almost dreadful. Like
I had an umbrella, 2 fans, cooling towel on me, and a mask on in the sun, and it was still really hot. It was burning.
We were burning up.
We got sunburned.
And even me, somebody who not too long ago was working outside in a long sleeve shirt, even to me, that was burning up hot. But
it was terrible.
Mom said that the discount runs through October 29th.
Well, the mini golf wasn't terrible. Well, no, let me rephrase that.
Mini golf was not terrible. I thought it was actually really good.
It was great mini golf. The sun was terrible.
Yeah. The way the Florida sun shines on you, that's what was terrible.
The Florida sun shining on your face hurts.
Yep. One other thing I forgot to mention about the...
Who won? Dad or Chris, whoever you want to call him.
Yeah.
He's my dad. He's Christian.
I forgot to mention this up top, but speaking of discounts a little bit, some restaurants provide discounts that are like that they don't normally let you do. So Disney Springs, where did we eat that last night or in Disney Springs?
House of Blues.
House of Blues. We went in there, and they don't normally do a discount. However, because everyone's kind of hard up for cash in Disney World right now, we said that they said that we could have, I think it was like a 20% discount on the food because he was DVC. Or it might have just been or annual pass or something. But they do sometimes even do discounts in restaurants that don't normally do discounts. What did Mufasa say? Even with the handicap. Oh, yes.
He's asking.
Because he's so tall.
Yeah.
And he is the short little putter.
And because the sun was hot.
And then Becky said, so modest that what Dad said, where he says, I won, of course. All right.
I think that was the end of the list, right?
There's a couple things.
I'm not.
In Disney World, in the parks, they do not have parades anymore.
Thank you for the likes.
Instead of parades, they have these cavalcades. Now, I'm going to be honest.
It's about the same thing.
It's about the same thing, except it's shorter. You're not in a big rush after the parades go by.
And it happens a lot.
And it happens throughout the entire day. You don't just get one shot to see it. You get multiple times to see it. So, I don't know. I really like the cavalcades.
Same thing with the fireworks, though. They just did the first one in Epcot.
Yep. Not
too long ago. But I think they're starting to bring back fireworks first. But they haven't gotten the parades yet.
I think Disney's starting. This is just speculation. I think Disney's starting to bring back some of the things we like.
They're bringing back the magic.
Yeah. They're bringing back Hidden Mickeys, all that stuff.
Opening longer, more fireworks.
Well, sort of opening longer. We'll see how that goes.
Not yet.
We'll see how that goes. And then, like you said, fireworks are starting to come back. But I don't know how that's all working. We have not been since then. But we thank you guys for watching. And if you guys want to make a difference to the channel, if you're not subscribed, we ask please subscribe and like the video if you haven't already.
I agree with Mufasa. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
They should bring back the Grove Parade.
I do agree. I really want to have.
That's a great one.
I don't know if I want the electrical parade. I mean, I like it a little.
What was that one?
I haven't seen it before.
The one in Disneyland. That one
Paint
was
the Night.
Paint the Night. That was the best one.
We never saw the electrical parade. It wasn't on when we've been. So, but I would love to see a nighttime parade. That would be awesome.
Becky says a great one.
Becky said, I love the electrical parade too. Yeah. Now, I've heard the soundtrack, and it sounds all right. But, I mean.
I feel like I've seen it, like, a little bit once.
I think we've seen it in, like, a few videos.
Paint the Night's in Disneyland, just to say.
Yeah.
It's not in Disney World. It's in Disneyland. And we went in 2015, so that might be gone.
Well, actually, I think it's still around.
I don't know. We haven't been to Disneyland since.
But anyways, we thank you guys for watching. And until next time, from our house to yours.
Oh.